Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at these LASFIT 9006 LED headlamps. So I've worked with LASFIT on previous videos, but they have no association with this video, and I did purchase these with my own money. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. But let's look at the specs on the bottom here. Volts is 9 to 16, wattage is 50 watts per set or 25 per bulb. It says 5,000 lumen, 2,500 per bulb, color temperature 6,000. So here we have the manual. This talks about how to install them. You disconnect the power plug, remove the original bulb, connect the power plug to the LED, turn it on to make sure it works, and then put them back in the housing. Looks like we have other installation tips here. Okay. We also have a sticker, and here are the bulbs. So this has an aluminum heat sink, has a fan. Here's the bulb. Now the bulb will rotate in the housing, so you can aim it. You can see the LEDs here on either side, and it looks like there's 8 chips on there. So with an LED headlamp, you want the LEDs in a similar position to where the filament would be on a traditional light bulb. So let me test this out on my bench here. I have a small sealed lead acid battery. Hopefully I don't blind myself. I also have to make sure I don't short out these terminals. So this does have plus and minus on here. I'll connect up the minus, and now I'll connect up the plus. I'm going to hold the fan up near the microphone, so you can hear it's very quiet, but we do have a very bright light here. Okay, so next I'm going to go install these in my vehicle. The vehicle I'm installing this in is a 2000 Land Cruiser. Of course, this will work with other vehicles that use a 9006 bulb or also the HB4. Okay, so I'm out at my car. This is the passenger side headlight. So to get this out, I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise, and then I'll pull it out. It's a little tight. There we go. Now I want to make sure not to touch this. Now if it's burned out and you're throwing it away, who cares? But still, it's not a good idea to touch it anyway. So I'll pull this out. I'm going to press in here. This can be tricky. And I'm going to carefully pull the bulb out. You may have to press in pretty hard there. So these do have plus and minus on them, so that's handy. We can line up the plus with the plus here, because these can go in either way. But I'm going to turn that on and try it out. Okay, so I've disconnected this temporarily, and to put it back in, I want to line up this squared off edge with the top. Now since this rotates, it can be kind of tricky to get in here, so I'm just going to help push this in with a screwdriver. So this is a little rough going in, so I'm going to use a little bit of silicone grease. I would clean that, but I'd risk getting dirt inside of the lens. So that was a bit tricky to get in, but I think I have it in now. So I can actually just pull this out. So I'm going to want this in the horizontal position. So I'll just make sure it's in that position right now. And then later I can rotate this to aim it, and I'll plug that in. Make sure it clicks. That should be good to go. So now I'll turn on the headlights and we can compare the incandescent with the LED. So here you can see the old bulb and the new one. It's early evening, so it's not dark out, but you can see it's quite a bit brighter. Now let's rotate this. So you can see we can change that beam pattern. And as you're aiming this, the cord comes out the bottom when it's horizontal. So I like that right about there. So it's the same over here, except for you do have the battery in the way. You may have to remove the battery or at least loosen it and push it out of the way. Or if you have small hands, you can reach in there. So I'm going to get that swapped, and then I'll go take it on a test drive once it gets dark. Okay, so here I am driving at night. I'm coming up on a dark section of road, and I'm going to put in some other video of the same vehicle on the same road with just the headlights on. So hopefully it comes through on camera, but we have nice even light here. It's very bright. Now I'll turn on my fog lights here too. So now we have the LASFIT headlights and fog lights. So those are the LASFIT 9006 HB4 LED headlamps. I think this is a huge upgrade over my old halogen lights. It's so much brighter, it's so much easier to see at night, and I think it makes a good pairing with my LASFIT fog lights. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.